So first of all, how'd you do today?
I think it was a good day. The goal was top 3, but the way those guys went out, there were a few miles in there that were close to 4:30 or 4:20, like high, and I couldn't hold on to it. Well, I couldn't hold on to that in good conscience, knowing that there's so many good athletes. There's so many good athletes, and 2, this is such a long race. If I go out and 4:27 midway through, or if I run a couple 4:20s in there, then I'm screwed. So I slowed it down, and then about mile 5, I could tell we were running pretty slow. We ran probably 450 high going up the bridge, and I was like, you know what? I felt really good this mile. I see the front pack kind of making a move or getting farther ahead of us, so I cut out, beckoned people to come with me. Nobody came with me, and so I spent the next 2.5, 3 miles just catching up. Past Kierwell, tried to get him to come with me. Then past Sam Schilling at about mile 7, mile 8. And then we asked him if he would be willing to work together. He's like, obviously he wasn't in a position to say no. So he got behind me, and then he took a half mile later on, and then I passed him back and kind of led the rest of the way. And I don't know, outkicked him the last 4 with my 3K speed I've been working on. So that's
right. You were like you could have done World Indoors, right? I think you should have been the alternate.
Yeah, they contacted me, asked me if I wanted to go. This is probably like the day I needed to say yes or no, and I don't know. I just had an off feeling about it, prayed about it, didn't feel like it was the best decision. Well, it's what I really wanted to do, but I couldn't get that feeling off of just this doesn't feel right. And so it broke my heart, because that was the whole focus of the year, was to make or not the whole year, but the whole focus of this build was to make that World Indoor team. And then I just didn't feel right about it, and so it was Tuesday. I told him I was going to do this instead. And I planned on this just in case I'd make the team, but yeah, I just prayed about it. Didn't feel like it was the best decision.
You've been racing 3K to the half marathon within a month of each other.
Yeah, about 4 weeks. So
and a 10 in between.
Yep.
How do you? Is there a focus? What's the focus now? I guess.
Try to make that world outdoor team in 10K. 2 weeks ago, I ran that 10K. Just tried to run very conservative to get that standard. Even with a mile to go, I was feeling pretty good, and I was like, no, don't move now. Just make sure we get the standard out of the way, and just tried to make sure I ran consistent in that, and got kicked down at the end, but I did everything I needed to get the standard, so I was happy about that.
The pacing lights help a lot?
Honestly, I don't know. They kind of got me distracted, because it was like I was in the back of that pack, or not back, I was in the middle of the pack that was getting pace to that, and it was like we'd catch up to the pacing lights, and then the pace would slow down, and then I see the pacing lights a couple seconds ahead, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, because it's like, well, I want to be in front of those.
That's what Sam Schilling just said.
Oh, really?
It's the exact same thing.
Oh man, it's
he said I'd get behind and get really nervous.
Yeah, and the pacing lights were 2 seconds off anyway, so it's just it's like crap.
They set them 2 seconds fast or slow?
Slow.
Oh.
Because I think they wanted it at 66 even instead of 65.92 or whatever it is.
And you got the one with me.
So I was like, hey, wait a sec, no, I want to be right on. So.
And so your half debut at that U.S. Half Champs went really well. How would you compare this to that one?
It's about the same. As far as performance went, I consider those about the same. I would have liked to have done better today, but like I said, the competition was stiff. It's a hilly course, but this course is a lot different. In that race, I led most of it, and it was very I got in a rhythm, and I just kind of stayed in that rhythm about the whole time, and then sped it up the last 2 miles. This one, it was like fast mile, slow mile, fast mile, slow mile, and it was just with the hills, it became very inconsistent, and then I hit mile, 8, started slowing down considerably, and then just kind of tried to keep up, tried to speed it up. So this one was a little more tough in its own sense. Just I don't know. When I got in the city, I think I ran a 5-minute mile midway, and I had been running 4:40 so fast the whole way. So it was like, oh crap, like this is tough.
And back to the 10, you see Grant run so fast. Does that inspire you or intimidate you?
A little bit of both. I think it's inspiring because it's like, I mean, you see anybody run that quick, you're like, holy crap, like that's incredible. His last 5K was better than my best 5K. And, but it was also like intimidating because it's just like, man, like that's the guy one of the guys I have to compete with to make the team. I mean, when you line up with him, it's like unless he's like hurt or like injured or not injured, or just like having some like freak accident, like it's gonna be hard to beat him in the U.S. Championship. So it's like it almost seems like there's one spot already gone, but you can't have that attitude. So just a little intimidating.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment. All right, good job today.
Hey, well, thank you.